All right, shalom, shalom, Elder Boaz here. Well, it's a rainy and gloomy day. I got to put in some estimates today, handle some business for the land, and, it got me to thinking. It really got me to thinking. I was sick about 2 weeks ago, bedridden with the flu. As I sat there and I laid up all week, I really thanked the Father. I really did, because I really sat back and I thought to myself, what real problems do I have? What real stresses do I have? I wasn't able to work all week. Wasn't able to make a penny all week. But yet and still, I sat back and I thanked the Father, because my expenses are low and I have no debt. And I have conversations all the time with saints, whether it male or female, and the biggest issue that are on their hearts in terms of the cares of this life is, how are they going to pay their bills if they get sick, or if something should happen? How are they going to pay off their debts? And it's a sad thing, because I try and tell people over and over and over and over again, Elder Boaz is against this debt-based monetary system. I firmly believe, because I live it, if you can't afford anything, you shouldn't be buying it. And at best, because, there's times where you may have to get into debt. Perfect example. I have to get a new truck. I have to get a new car, and I'm shopping for a new car. But I'm also putting together a plan to pay off that car within 1 year. I'll put a hefty down payment down. I'll finance about $6,000, $7,000, and I'll have that paid off in less than a year. You see, this long-term debt, this massive amount of debt that people get themselves into, it brings stress on your spirit, because, see, you're overextending yourself. You're putting yourself in a situation as to where you don't know what can happen 3, 4, 5 years down the line. You know how many people I know, their homes are foreclosed, their car has been repoed, and they didn't think that this was going to come up on them. No one that took out a 10, 15, 20, 25, 30-year mortgage, a 72-month car payment, never thought that they'd be in a repo, or their land would be foreclosed, or their home would be foreclosed. They never thought it. But, hey, a sickness gets in the way, you laid up and you can't work, guess what? They don't care. The bankers don't care. They want their interest first, because, see, they created the money out of thin air. See, this is why I say over and over again, do not get into debt. It's funny, I'm sitting down with the guy, and he's like, well, if you extended it out 24 months or 36 months, they'll report it to the credit reporting agency. I don't give a rat's ass about what them pigs and them dogs mean, because, see, this is how they're going to implement this societal one world government, one world religion, world moral economic system, is by controlling people through their debt. And it's hard to find a black man today that's not in any debt. Anybody today. You look at the stories and you look at the situation today. Over and over again, you see credit card debt is at an all-time high. Student loan debt at an all-time high. Car loan debt, all-time high. Mortgage debt, all-time high. Delinquencies on all of these debts, all-time high. The average person is in this situation. So when we tell you, those are in the know, those who live it, because those who preach the gospel must live it. We got a lot of people out there preaching it, but they ain't living it at all. It's a shame. But this is why we tell you to stay out of debt and don't put yourself in a situation as to where you cannot service that debt, because they call it credit. I call it debt. See, you see how they play the mind game? You know, your credit? No, it's your debt. I mean, these bankers, I tell you, I mean, they have done a mind game on the people where they think that because they want you to be a good little slave. And so they assign this good little debt score to you. And now you living by it. Now you're defined by it. This is where faith comes in. Because see, if you're in faith, say I'm in debt to the Father. I'm in debt to the Creator of the universe. I'm in debt to no man. I don't have to worry about being in a situation as to where my home is being foreclosed on, my car's being foreclosed on, nobody coming after me, taking me to court and putting liens. See, I don't have to worry about any of that. See, I don't have to worry about that. See, this is why I say over and over again, do not get into hock to these people. Live and walk in faith. Because see, if you need something, the Most High will make provisions for you if you take your prayers to the Father. I don't understand why it's so hard for people to understand. Because see, what these bankers are not going to tell you is that they're going to tell you, they're going to make these nice commercials and they're going to show you people getting into this debt, and they're going to make it all nice and good. But they're not going to tell you the flip side of this thing. Because see, they're making money off the interest. Interest is an abomination to the Most High. It's amazing. It's amazing. This is why we're in this situation in this country. This is why we're heading for tough. Many of you are already there. Many of you are already there. Food insecurity, home insecurity, all because you're worried about how you're going to service all your debts. It feels good to know that, you know, I get paid a wad of cash after I finish a job, and I get to go out and spend it on assets and reinvest it in resources. And I ain't got to go out and pay this credit card and pay this debt and that debt and this student loan debt and this mortgage and this. I ain't got to do all of that. I'm free. I'm a sovereign. It's amazing. It is amazing. But hey, only a few are gonna get it. Only a few are gonna hear it. It's amazing how the majority of people go after the way of this world and putting their faith in this debt-based system as opposed to their faith in the labor of their hands and in the Ruah and the Father and His Son. Sad. Really sad. Never pay attention to what somebody's saying. Always watch the mannerism of their lifestyle and watch what they're doing. Because there's a lot of fork-tongued shysters out there. It's a shame. And I watch them. And it is just a shame. These deceivers and these bewitchers of the truth. And if anything I'm saying is not true, I challenge anybody to get in front of a camera, in front of a crowd of people, and dispute what I just now got through finished saying. Live within your means, because pain is coming. But the sad part about it is that for many of you, the pain is already there. You have a blessed day. I'm going to go and pay my property taxes. Shalom. Have a blessed day.